Welcome to another episode of You Grow Girl podcast. I am your host, Stacey C, and I hope that you have all had an opportunity to watch and listen to the last episode about dating. That was our first episode of season 2, and I'm so excited for another episode of season 2 today. In season 1, episode 6, I had 2 women that I took a Korean class with, and our teacher, Megan, she was on there as well. And we talked about K-pop and learned the Korean language, and we gave like a small introduction to K-pop. So today, I invited Megan back so that we could talk about K-pop again. And please join me in welcoming Megan. Megan, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hey, I'm Megan. I'm 29 and I'm a big K-pop fan. I mean, I have the whole shelf behind me of my albums and everything, but yeah, huge K-pop fan.
Well, welcome. Thank you for
Thank
joining me on
you.
this lovely Sunday afternoon.
hmm Yep, thank you for
So,
having me.
you're welcome. All right. So, I'm just going to quickly review what K-pop is again for our audience, especially for those who have not had a chance to listen to season 1, episode 6, where you were on before. And K-pop is just Korean pop music. In the last episode, we discussed what K-pop was and the different terminology and some of the cultural um, words such as like a bias wrecker, a debut. We talked about our light sticks, the different light sticks in different groups. And we also talked about a comeback. And the music genre originates from South Korea, and it includes genres in that music such as pop, R&B, and it was started in the early 1990s. So, in the last episode, we talked about a lot of groups, and I hope that you guys again go check out. I'm sorry, it was episode 8, not 6. Episode 8 of season 1. And Megan, I just want to start off like, who are some of your favorite K-pop groups or and solos?
My big 3, and I will die on this hill, my big 3 are BTS, Stray Kids, and ATEEZ. Those are my dominant groups.
Hmm.
Solo, Kang Daniel, he's really good. And I was a big 21 fan, but CL has her own solo career from that, and I absolutely love CL.
Never heard of her. I'm gonna
hmm
have to check her out.
Yeah,
Never heard of
she's
her.
very outspoken and kind of just goes against what what we consider Korean culture for the beauty standards.
Hmm.
She, like Jessie in that sense, she'll go against that. And she's very just on it. She's that girl.
Yes, I love Jessie.
She's like Jessie.
Oh, okay. I
Mhm.
love her a lot. I'm gonna check her out then because I
Yeah.
really like Jessie. So some of my favorite, of course, is BTS. Unfortunately, how I have positioned myself in my new studio, my BTS things are not behind me. They're actually to the side, which is overflowing on my
That
shelf. So
that's
I
how I
have to,
feel with my little tiny tan having to hang out in the front.
yeah. So I need to either get a bigger room or, definitely have more space, so I can put my things. But mostly just BTS is my big group. Like I listen to everybody else, but they're my favorites.
As it should be.
Yes. And we'll talk more about them a little bit later.
Mhm.
So again, you talked about some of your solos. You said Con Daniel and what was the other lady name? Because I'm going to make sure. CL. Okay. And some of mine, I like GD from Big Bang.
God,
So I started
yes.
liking him. And I like Taeyang as well. His songs stay on repeat in my
Mhm.
playlist, especially when I'm at the gym. And I love Jessie. And I love her for her women empowerment, like you said. Like, she's definitely someone that I would say, if you're looking to listen to someone who, talks about feminism and being a strong woman, Jessie is definitely someone that as well as CL, like you said, that you
Mhm.
should check out. Wait, CL, is she friends with GD?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because 21 and Big Bang had a crossover, the Lollipop song.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I think, like, again, because I'm listening to GD and Taeyang, and I'm trying to get into Big Bang. They were on, what's the other ones? He has a YouTube show, the other member.
God, why can't I think of it? I know what you're talking about. I know they've been on Epic High together.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the name.
It
But
starts with a
yeah,
D. His name
Yeah.
starts with a D. I can't it escapes my memory as well. But they were on, his show, and they were doing their reunion show, and they had some friends there, and CL was there. And I
Mhm.
was like, "Oh, okay." I have heard of her.
Yeah, they're from the same, like, era of K-pop.
Okay, okay,
Yep.
Imma have to check her out.
Yeah, and 21, they're like I don't mind cutesy girl groups, like, that's fine. Not my
Mhm,
cup of tea, because I like the more, like, we're bad women, like, we know what we got, and so they, like, are an embodiment of that. That whole group has been, like, my foothold in the door for K-pop.
mhm. Yeah. Imma have to check her out in
Mhm.
21. I've never listened to
Yes.
any of their music.
So
Yeah.
good.
I also like, Jackson Wang. I like him a lot, and, I know he was a part of the group, Got 7. I didn't really
Mhm.
listen to them, so much, but I definitely like, Jackson.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.
And I like, Vince. He's on the Black label. He has the song with GD called
Yeah.
Cha Cha Cha. I like him, so his music has been in my playlist as well.
Mhm.
And then I like Rain.
Oh, have you listened to 10?
No.
I think I can't remember which group he's from, feel like he's one of the subunits from NCT, but I don't want anyone coming for me if I'm wrong, because I usually don't pay attention to all that.
Huh.
10, he's part of a group, but he has his own solo career. If you like Jackson Wang, you're gonna love 10. His music
Okay.
is kinda, like, on the same par, I would say.
Okay. Look, you are giving me some people I can put on
Yes.
my playlist,
Yes.
so check
I'll
them out.
share my whole playlist with you if you want.
Yes, please. Yes. I will definitely check him out. 10 and CL. They're
Yep.
on my list.
Yes.
I like from Blackpink, I do like Jennie and I like Lisa
Mhm.
and Rose. I
Rosé,
love
she's
them.
so nice.
So nobody from Blackpink, what are they called? Blinks, don't come from me. I do like Blackpink as a group, but Solo, who are in my playlist, is the other 3, just not
Yeah.
Jisoo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please don't come for me, Blinks. But I do love Blackpink as a group. I love them as
Mhm.
a whole. And like I said, and Jessie. So I like her. And then I gotta say the controversial J Part. I do like J Part. J Part songs stay in rotation on my playlist. I do. I have to
He's
say
something
that.
else. He's a personality. If
He
you
was
don't
my
know him, you're gonna.
he was my introduction to K-pop.
Mhm.
You know, I don't like his like really famous song like Moma. That's not my
Mhm.
thing. Like I like All I Wanna I think it's All I Wanna Do. That
Okay.
was, like, really popular on TikTok a couple years ago,
Mhm.
which is, like, his so he said the song is really old. And I like, the song Candy. I think that is such a little cute bop. I just like that
Yeah.
song a lot. So, I know he's controversial, but I do like him.
Like, you can support the art without supporting the artist. I'm a big fan of that.
Yes. So since we got into talking about our favorite bands or groups in K-pop and our favorite solos, like, the culture, it has like, I'm not going to say attacked it, but K-pop has definitely, stood out in these last year or so.
Yeah.
And I know, like you said, you listen to bands like Big Bang and like 21 who are like,
Mhm.
a really older K-pop groups. But within this last year, I can say, or not even last year, because BTS people have been like really, knowing them. They have, influenced culture in so many ways. And I'm bringing that up because, like the latest thing is K-pop Demon Hunters. And have you
Yes.
watched it?
Yes, I have. Such a great movie.
Yes, yes,
I'm
I really
addicted.
enjoyed it. It had a great message,
Mhm.
and about, being who you are, being proud of who you are, understanding that, you have flaws, everyone has flaws, and then being able to accept those flaws and just, be you, be proud of who you are. So I really
Mhm.
love that message. But I also really love the fact that it was a Korean cast, and I don't believe anybody was Korean. Some Korean Americans, and it had some
Yeah.
Korean Canadians
Yeah.
in the cast as well. And I just love that for Koreans. I
Mhm.
love the representation for K-pop. And I think that that movie, definitely the soundtrack, has put, a lot of K-pop and it's made more new fans for
Yeah.
K-pop. So, would you
Es
agree?
I definitely would, especially with, like, the younger audience being attracted to it because it is a colorful film. So,
Mhm.
it I've seen so many parents, like, that I know that I'm not really close with post on their social media, like, their kids in love with the song, and they're singing it along with them too, and I'm like, "This has got, like, such a chokehold on the music and entertainment industry right now that all these parents aren't realizing, like, 'Oh my god, I'm listening to K-pop.'" Like, to them,
Mhm.
because it's English, it's just a cute pop song, but to us, it's like, you're opening the door to more experiences.
Right, right. And they have, charted higher than their song. What is it? I can't remember if it's 100 song or
Yeah.
the Saja Boys. They charted higher than BTS, for
Yes.
a moment there.
Army was like, "Hold on, we support this, but hold on, back it up."
Yes, yes. I realize how big of an influence this movie and things were when I'm in the gym at Planet Fitness and I hear Golden playing or
Mhm.
one of the other songs from the movie. And I'm like telling my best friend we were working out, and I'm like, that song is from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
She's like, what? And then it's like they would play another song and then another song would come on.
Mhm.
It was the Soda Pop song. I'm like, I
Yeah.
cannot believe at 5:30 in the morning I'm hearing Golden and the Soda Pop
You're just
song.
like, "Alright, cool."
Yes, at the gym. I'm like, wow, okay, this movie really is bigger probably than what they anticipated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I had that happen
And
at Walmart that Soda Pop was playing, and I said, "Really?" It's just
mhm.
okay.
I've heard it in Walmart as well. Yes.
Mhm.
So crazy. And my daughter, she doesn't really like K-pop at all. She doesn't really like BTS. It's a sad thing in my house, but nonetheless, she did enjoy the movie, and she really liked that song, that Twice song sings, "Takedown." That was
Yeah.
like she likes that song. That's, like, in her playlist rotation now. So, again, the cultural influence bringing, new fans, of K-pop. I just hope that these new fans don't become armies because I don't wanna fight them for a ticket.
I don't wanna share anything than I already had. Like,
Right.
we've shared enough. We gotta gatekeep it.
Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, and another thing that is, really big culturally right now, us being fans of BTS and being ARMY are the Happy Meal toys.
I
Now,
have 3 of them.
okay, so I have them here. I have a
Mhm.
few, and I also have a funny story. So, I have the entire collection, I guess it's not showing it, for the purple ones, okay? Have
Yeah.
the entire collection. So, I just started collecting the red box.
There's a
And
red box?
yes, these are the Encore, I think. This is the
Okay,
Encore
those are the
ones,
ones that I have, yeah.
and then this is the, old ones I guess they had, so they brought them back.
Oh.
So I have 4 of these. I have the entire collection of the purple box, okay? And I just wanna say that this was a great gimmick for McDonald's because
Mhm.
I'm tired of buying Happy Meals.
Yep.
Let me say that. I am so tired of buying Happy Meals, and I don't know about you, but I have asked the people, "Can I just buy the toy?" Have you done that?
No, but I've been thinking about it because 'cause I'm like, I don't wanna just keep buying Happy Meals. It's too little food for me, and then I end up getting too much if I wanna say, "Hey, give me 8 meals."
Well, that's where I am now, Megan. I am not above just buying more than what I need. So I
Yeah.
only need 3 more. So I think what I'm gonna do is just buy 3 Happy Meals the next time I go just to see, what my chances are.
Yep.
And I'm to the point now because, I'm an army and I'm desperate. I wanna ask them, "Can you check the box to see what number I have?" Because on the boxes it
You're
has
the
number.
you're like, "Alright, I have this one, this one, this one. Can you check here, please?"
Yes.
That's funny. That's
So
that's
I
like what people do
know.
with, like, the Miniverse things. They check for the dots to see what they got.
Yes, it didn't work for the purple ones, I will say that,
Okay.
because I was looking on, social media and people were putting the different numbers or in alphabet because it was like a combination of letters and alphabet for the purple. That didn't work, and we were thinking some army that I was talking to that they must have them in batches in certain regions. But
Mhm.
the red box, I'm here to tell everybody the numbers work. So 8 is Namjoon, 9 is Jin, 10 is Suga, 11 is J-Hope, who's next? Jimin is 12, 13 is V, and 14 is Jungkook.
You got
So,
those numbers on lock.
yes, and I know the numbers I need. So, I just got a Jin today, and I need, I need Hobie. So I can't remember what number it is. So I know I just need Hobie, V, and Jungkook. So what number is that? I need 11, 11, 13, and 14.
Yeah, I have I'll say technically I have 4.
Hmm.
Physically, I only have 2. So I have Jin, which I was so excited about. I have Jin and J-Hope. My friend's boyfriend is visiting from where he lives in January, and his little sister collects them too. And he told her, he's like, "Well, do you have any that you have spare of that you don't want?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have a Namjoon and I have a Jimin." And he was like, "Do you want me to bring those with you or with me when I go?" I was like, "Is that a question?" "Yes, bring me bring me what you have."
Yes, yes.
So I have outside sources helping.
Well, that's good. I know
Mhm.
I had outside sources as well, so that helped me. Some people I was asking, I was like, "Hey, if you go to McDonald's, can I have the toy if your kid doesn't want it?"
We gotta rally the troops. All hands on deck for this.
Yes. So I learned that the red box ones had came out before the 22nd because they came out on the 22nd of
Mhm.
September. So I go to my local McDonald's and I asked on in the drive-through, if you had the red boxes, and they were like, yeah. And I said, not the purple one, the red one. I specifically asked for the red. And they said, yes, we have the red ones. I said, okay. Can I just buy the toys? Because this is like before I got any of them. I was like, can I just buy 7 of them? And he was like, let me check. So he went back. He went and asked someone, I guess, and they said no, I had to buy a Happy Meal. No,
Mm.
I had to buy food. And I said, well, can I buy food? Like regular size food and not the Happy Meal? And he was like, no, you have to buy the Happy Meal. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I go and I buy the Happy Meal and I get my food, and my cousin's in the car with me. And when he listens to this, he's going to crack up because he was laughing at me that day. He's in the car with me, and I park my car, and he's like, are you parking your car just to see which one you have? Yes.
I
Yes,
did the
I
same
am.
thing. I did the same exact thing.
So I go in there and I have a purple box, not the red that I asked for, a purple one. And I already had every last one of these purple ones. So I go back into McDonald's and I go in and I call someone because I don't know about your McDonald's, but now I guess they don't have actual like people who wait on you. You
Mhm.
order at a kiosk and you get your food and you pick it up.
Yeah.
So same at your McDonald's as well?
Yes and no. Some people still help, I guess, if it's overcrowded, but I get what you mean. I've seen that happen, that
Yeah, so
there's,
I'm
like, not real people.
yeah, and I'm like, what is going on with McDonald's? And I got something to say about the Happy Meal too.
Yeah.
So I call someone over and tell the young man, I said, listen, he had the headset on
Mhm.
for the drive-through. And I said, I don't know if I spoke to you or whatever when I ordered this and I asked for the red box. And I said, is there any way that I can get the red box? He said, well, I think that's all we have. And I said, well, I specifically asked if you had the red one and not the purple, because I would have never ordered the food if you didn't have it. And he was like, I'm sorry. That's all we have. So I go out of McDonald's and my face is angry. I'm like,
Hmm.
and my cousin's cracking up laughing at me. And he's like, really, over BTS? And I was like, yes, over BTS.
Especially over VT.
Right. And I was like, if it wasn't for Shane, like Medea, I would have drove my car through the McDonald's because the people lied to me, but I didn't because my car is brand new. It's like
Yeah.
6 months old. I just got a brand new car. So I'm not going to do that. And I was like, so I'm like yelling in my car that McDonald's sells lies. The local one at where I live sells lies. And I was like, this is why I should have never cheated on Chick-fil-A because, that's the Lord's chicken and this
I
McDonald's is the devil and they sell lies. And then
Amen.
I saw a police officer. I saw the state troopers with the canine. I said, I should call the cops on them because they lied to me. And guess what, Megan? Today, I go to a different town to get a Happy Meal. And after I pay for my food, I was like, you probably should have ordered like a couple. And I was like, oh, well, whatever. So I drive home and it's about 12 minutes from where I live, but it's a different town. I get to the town, where I live, and I go back to that McDonald's like a crazy person because I'm like, it's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day. I can try to give them another chance, even though they
Yeah.
lied to me. And I go and I order the food and I'm at the window and I say, hey, you guys have the red box, right? And he said, yeah. And he was like, I don't know. And I'm like, the McDonald's Happy Meal boxes are behind you. And he looked in and he said, oh, yeah, it's the red ones we have. I go and get my food and the purple one. So,
Not once, but twice.
yes, I'm here to say I am never going back to that McDonald's again in
No.
LA.
And it's always one. I don't know why. It's just there's always that one in your neighborhood. You're like, I'm always gonna give them a second chance. And we get burned. And then we
Yes,
don't learn our lesson.
yes,
I do that all the time. Mine keeps lying to me that the frappe machine is down. And I'm like, "Well, it's is it always down? What's going on? I thought we moved past this."
right,
Chick-fil-A's never down.
exactly, because it's the Lord's chicken.
Amen.
I'm just joking, anyone who's out there. At McDonald's, I'm joking, definitely. Yeah, I'm not saying
I'm
all
not. No.
McDonald's, just the one in my town.
What's that
And I know
remains
some are
anonymous.
independently owned, so that one I think is definitely independently owned.
Yeah. Getting June on the phone. Get them down here.
Yes, yes, please.
We know they're in the States.
They are?
I think they're still in LA unless I've got my information wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're in LA, all of them.
No, they went back.
Did they? I'm
Yeah, they
so
went back a
behind.
while
I
ago.
gotta tell you, I'm so behind.
Like, Namjoon is in, Mulan not Mulan, oh my god, that is a Disney cartoon. He's
I know
in
it's
Milan, yes,
yeah.
Italy, for the Bottega, fashion show. And who somebody just came back. Jen just came back. And then they said that all of them are supposed to go to Fashion Week because JK was in New York for the Calvin Klein
Okay,
about a
maybe
week
that's what I was
ago.
thinking of. I thought they were all still here, but I knew as specifically at least a few of them were here. So maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I was at work and I told my colleagues that Jungkook is in New York. I'm just letting y'all know. But if he says he's doing something with Army, I'm going because it's only 3 hours.
Yep, I'd make the trip.
But he didn't. So I mean, he was busy. But what I was gonna say too about the Happy Meals. Okay, my daughter is 21, and when she was a kid, they had two types of Happy Meals. They had a Happy Meal and a Mighty Kids Happy Meal.
Mhm.
And I was like, "What is this?" And the fries are small and everything. And I was like, "What am I supposed to do with these?"
Yeah, it's like baby size. I have to have 2 or 3 of them to be like, "All right, this is a grown meal."
Yes. And then when I figured out the first time I ordered it, these ladies were laughing at me because I said I'm only ordering it for the food. This is like when the purple box first came out.
Mhm.
And I was like, this is it. And this other lady, she was like, yeah, I remember when they had the different types of Happy Meals too. And then one lady said, no, it's been like this for a long time. I said, keep in mind, I haven't ordered a Happy Meal in about 15 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I was like, a double cheeseburger used to be a Happy Meal. She was like, really?
Yeah.
And I said, yes. The double cheeseburger and the 6-piece were like the Mighty Kids meal. And the hamburger, a cheeseburger, and a 4-piece nugget was a a
Yeah.
regular Happy Meal. And she was like, really? I was like, I guess they don't have that anymore. I said, they used to have a yogurt too. I don't know if they still have that.
They used to
So,
have everything. Thank God they brought the snack wrap back, but it is not the same. It
is
is
it?
not the same. It's still good, but it's not what it used to be. They used to have, like it was big, and it had the lettuce in it, and it had tomato, and granted, I hate tomato, but
Uh-huh.
it was still, like, this, like, hearty wrap, and now it just is bare bones, but it's still good.
Wow. Wow. Well, I'm going to have to
Childhood.
try it.
I recommend.
The other thing, so we can get away from the McDonald's thing.
Yeah.
So that was my McDonald's story. I got over it now, I guess, but I was lied to again today, but
Mm.
I'm just not gonna go back to that McDonald's.
No.
But the other things that a lot of these K-pop groups have been doing is having movies. Have you been to any of the movies that any of the groups have?
Yep, even if I go to the concert, I'm going to the movies because it just covers, like, so many different things that you don't see.
Mhm.
Me and my friends went to ATEEZ last year was my first
Mhm.
concert for ATEEZ, and when that movie just came out, like, maybe a few months ago, like 4 months ago, me and my friends went to see that, and I was like, even though I saw it live, it's so great to see it again because all the things I felt like I rushed processing, I get to experience again in real time.
Okay. Wow, I've never really listened to ATs. I see them on like social media and I see they have a lot of fans, but I've never
Yes.
listened to their music.
Their content, I would say, is a little bit more mature, but they're so good, and they're such performers that it's, like, insane the amount of, like, stamina they have for most of the stuff they do. I could never.
Mhm. I might have to check them out and
Mhm.
things. Yeah, because I see them on like their TikToks and things, and I see people share, about their concerts on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
So definitely have to listen to them. I know currently that BTS has, their movies out. I have not went to go see any. I don't think they're at my local theater. And twice I see that they have a movie coming out. And I see was GD G Dragon has a movie his documentary for his concerts are coming out.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
really
this
starting to be popular lately is movie concerts or concert movies. Yeah.
yeah. So when you went, did you take your light stick for
I
ATs?
will always take my light stick. Like, at first I get because the first one I went to was, a BTS one when their final tour or final show before enlisting, they put that in theaters, and my friend went to see it with me. So, I would bring my light stick, I would have my shirts, and I would always be like, a little embarrassed because I'm like, "What if nobody else brings their light stick? What if nobody's dancing or singing as much as I am?" But
Mhm.
some of them, like, really encourage you to do it. So, I'm lucky that my seat partners were having the same energy, so we were waving our light sticks, and we weren't getting up and getting in people's faces, but we were waving our light sticks, singing and dancing in the seat. So God, it's so much fun, especially if you go with people who enjoy all of that.
Right, right. Well, I don't know. I may go see, BTS, one of BTS's concerts. I'm not really sure, but I've seen some of them on Weavers. So, but I may just go, to the movies and see it. None of my friends really like BTS. I probably could drag both of them, my close friends, to the movies to go see it, but I don't know, probably not.
Yeah.
But
It's
I'm not
hard to
ashamed to go by
find.
myself.
Yeah, it's hard to find like a group of people that either like K-pop or like the same artist as you. I'm very fortunate that I did find my group. And it was funny because I've known these people since high school, no idea they were into K-pop.
Mhm.
And we all just kind of connected, and now we go to concerts together, we do sleepovers, we do the YouTube videos, like, "Which bald version of this K-pop idol would you date?" So I found my little clique, and
Mhm.
they're starting to get into BTS.
Oh,
So I'm like,
okay.
"Okay, let's keep this going. Let's see where we can go with this."
Oh, that's good. That's good. It makes it, like you said, more enjoyable when you have
Yeah.
like your crew that, you guys have that commonality of loving K-pop and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So since you're talking about, going to the movies and you talked about that you went to the concert first before you saw the movie, what are some concerts that you went to this past summer or, within the last couple of months that were
Um
into the fall season?
So this year, last year I saw, see, last year or the year before I saw 2 concerts, but this year I saw Stray Kids in the Washington DC show, and then I saw ATEEZ the month after.
Oh,
So,
okay.
it was a busy 2 months, very, very hectic, but great shows. I was sad with how the Stray Kids show ended, because that's when, like, the heat wave hit DC and they had to clear out the stadium,
Mhm.
but they handled it as best as they could. ATEEZ immediately after that with the In Your Fantasy tour, and it was in my fantasy, and I was living for it.
That's good, that's
Mhm.
good. It was really I saw clips of that some people were at the Stray Kids, concert, and I actually saw your social media too when
Mhm.
you went to the concert,
Yep.
and that they had to end the concert before because it was so hot, not only to their fans, but, to I think a couple members as well.
Yeah.
I will say this, I really admire the fact that they thought quick on their feet, they saw people not feeling well and getting sick, and then from what I understand, they requested water for the fans. So I love that about them, that they did that to take care of the people who support them, to make sure everyone was okay, and then they, took a moment to recollect, and get themselves together as well because they're performing, so I know it was twice as hot for them.
Yeah.
So, but I know they were upset too, that they had to
Yeah,
end the
that's not
concert.
an easy decision to make or to take lightly. But yeah, I think if I remember correctly, 2 of the members got sick behind stage. Now, that was just something I heard. I can't confirm that because I was in the field, but I wasn't
Mhm,
close enough to be able to be like, "Oh yeah, he such and such is getting sick."
mhm.
But you could see the sweat coming off of them. Now, Hyunjin sweats all the time anyway, but you could just see like them drenched, and the outfits they were wearing were not heat friendly. The stadium ran out of water though, so they took their own supply. and shared it with us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That just really says something about, who they are as people to, make sure that their fans are okay.
Mhm.
Wow. I'm just still thinking about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just like, that I admire that
Yeah.
they did that, for their fans and to make sure people were okay. But wow. I went to Jin's concert over the summer and it was my first K-pop concert ever. So I'm glad that it was Jin from BTS or a member of BTS that I went to. I wanted to go to Hobie's concert, but due to my job, I wouldn't call it a meeting, but I don't wanna, disclose what I do
Yeah.
for a living, but I had to be at work,
Mhm.
so I couldn't go to I was aiming to go to when he was in Brooklyn, so I couldn't go, but I went to Gen day 1 in Newark, New Jersey, and I loved it. It was really good. I'd already knew that, Army that, were kind to each other and, sometimes, Army gives freebies out and I got a bunch of freebies. Met some people that, didn't know before. I made one of my good friends, Megan, she was on the show on dating. I made her go with me because my other best friend couldn't go. She couldn't get off of work. And I had a wonderful time and she had a nice time. She actually said she started listening to Jen's music.
Oh.
Yeah, because she wasn't like, a K-pop fan or anything. So
Yeah.
I guess I turned her into a little baby army
I love that.
because now she's out here collecting these Happy Meal toys as well.
You got competition now. You gotta snatch them up before she gets them.
Yes. So, but we went and I had an absolute blast. Jen did a phenomenal job, and I know he just put I think it was a Bonton Bomb on YouTube and Weverse about all the concerts. So it was good to see it from his perspective of being backstage. But I absolutely loved it. I got some confetti, and it's so funny because I'm old, and I'm telling my other friend Megan, I said, "Who's going to clean up all this confetti?"
Like, "Oh, that sucks. Hate to be that person."
Not enjoying it, but my old mind is like, "Who cleaning all this up?"
Yeah. God. No, that's funny. That's real to think about.
But I was able to catch some, and we had pretty good seats. I will say from that experience that when BTS comes back, I am definitely gonna go see them multiple times, and I wanna make it that at least 2 times that I go see them somewhere else, not in, like, New York or whatever. Not to say I've been to any of, like, the stadiums in New York, but I just wanna go, like, maybe Chicago or to LA or something to go see
Mhm.
them perform, and I wanna definitely do sound check, and I definitely would like to do, like the lower level seats, like the 100
Mhm.
level. I thought floor level, but I'm like, depending on where they are, you can't really see them that great. So I
Yeah.
felt like kinda being up a little bit, but then the lower levels, like, that'll give me you know, a good view of the concert and things.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for when they come back in 2026 and what that's gonna look like.
Ugh, I just know my pockets are gonna be hurting.
Yeah, I'm okay with that though.
Yeah, it's worth it. That's the one that I'm going. I don't
Yes.
care. I'll sell my kidney. I'm going.
Yes.
Call the black market, put me on the table. I will go.
Yes, yes, definitely. So, I just wanna also talk about some K-pop groups that are out here making waves.
Mhm.
I don't know if you listen to them because we didn't talk about other groups and stuff and well, like Cats. I love those young ladies.
Yes.
Do you listen to them?
I do. Gabriella has me in a chokehold right now. I love that song.
Yes, me
The
too.
dance shot video, okay, so I had to look up their ages because I'm like, I'm not out here gonna watch some people that are extremely underage. At the end, I don't know if you've seen the dance shot version. One of the members, I don't know all their names yet, but she's just shaking her thing, and I'm like, "Oh my god, like, how old are you? How old are you?" But it's such a good song.
Mhm.
They even came
Yes.
in strong with Debut, like, that was a fierce just kick open the door, we're here.
Yes.
They just radiate power.
Yes, and I love that song too. My daughter
Mhm.
actually listens to them, which I was
Good.
surprised because she doesn't really like K-pop, but she
Mhm.
likes Cats. And they have the, choreographer that BTS had in their early days. I mean, you definitely can tell that
Mhm.
choreography, that quick movement that they have.
Yeah.
But I really like them. All of those girls are young enough to be my baby. So
Yeah.
I'm old enough to be their mamas because some of them are the same age as my daughter. So,
Mhm.
but I really like them. They are doing such a great job. I heard that they are supposed to be performing at Coachella.
Oh, no,
So
I did hear that too, yeah. That's
yeah.
good for them, though. They really deserve it. They are putting in work.
Yes, and that Gap commercial is so cute. I think it's so cute.
I really haven't found a song from them that I don't think I don't like. Like, I have
Right.
my favorites, but, like, especially I didn't think I would like Gnarly at first because I was
Yeah.
like, it's a weird sound," but once you hear it, it's like a earworm. I'm like, I
Yes.
just find myself going, "Everything's gnarly, that," just out of nowhere, and I'm like, "Oh my god, that song is in my head now."
Yes. Yes. I think too their appeal is that a lot of young kids can sing their songs.
Yeah.
Probably not dancing to Gabriella though.
I was
But
just thinking
gnarly,
that.
I think so. They're singing, that. And I think because, that line with the talkies.
Yeah. The talkies, and then I love when they were reviewing, like, the song, they were like, "Ugh, I wish we woulda known about Tesla before we decided to put it in our song."
Right, right.
Like, well, hindsight, but, you know.
Yeah, yes. And another group that I love, I don't know if you love them, but they're new, I guess they're label mates to 'em, Cat's Eye, Cordis.
No, I
I
haven't heard them.
You haven't heard Cordis?
No.
My
I'm
goodness.
really like, I've been in such, like, a box lately that
Mhm.
K-pop, like, normally I'm all about it. K-pop is just, like, going by me, and I'm like, "What's going on?" Like, so many things are happening, and I'm like, "Hold on, let me try to reach." I can't get a hold of anything.
Right.
Like, everything's happening.
Yes. Oh gosh, you have to check out Cordis. They're a
Yes.
new group on Hive, and their name means color outside the lines, and that's the name of their album. They have a couple songs that I really, really love that are on my playlist. One is called Go. It's kinda quick, and the other one that I really love is Fashion. I love that song, it has me in a chokehold right now.
Mhm.
They are very young because I saw one he went to what is his name? Tyler, the Creator, was in South Korea. So one of the members of Cordis went to the concert, and then, someone said, "Oh, he was the only one who could attend because he's the only one that's 19," and I'm like, "What?"
Oh, so they're young, young. Ooh.
Now I don't know if that's 100% true because I didn't,
Yeah.
research it, but I'm like, "Oh my gosh." 'Cause Hobie and, RM also attended the concert as
Mhm.
well. So I was like, "Oh, wow," because they took photos with him. But yes, you have to check out Cordis.
Okay.
They are like, again, it's only 5 young men, and some of the members actually produce for TXT and, some other groups for Hive. So a couple
That's
of them are
nice.
producers in their own right.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yes. So since I was talking about, some groups making waves, there are some new K-pop groups out here. I'm just going to name some and I'll stop, just to see if you ever heard of them because I've never heard of any of them. So XLOV, have you ever heard of
Yeah,
them?
I've heard of them. A casual listener, not really like, "Oh my god, I'm a super fan," but have heard. Yep.
Okay, never heard of them.
Yeah.
Kickflip.
Yes, I think I might be wrong. I think they're a part of JYP.
Hmm.
I haven't started listening to them yet, but I do know the name.
Okay. You know more than me. Three Way.
No.
I've never heard of them either. It was just in my research, like looking for new
Yeah.
K-pop groups, and these are all male that I'm naming.
Mhm.
Newbie.
No.
And another one, and it's many others, but I just took a few. Close Your Eyes.
Actually, I think Imma have to do I'm pretty sure I have one of their songs on my Spotify. I'm, like, 90% sure, and if not, I'm gonna be a liar on this podcast. You said it's "Close Your Eyes," right? Yep, there we go, "Paint Candy." That's the
Wow.
song that I have on. Because I even was, like, listening to my songs in my car, and I said, "Who is this?" They're on my playlist, and I guess one day I just heard their song, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's good, I'm putting it on there."
Okay, Imma have to check them out then.
Mhm.
Okay. Alright, some female K-pop groups. Hearts to Heart.
Nope,
Never heard of them
no.
either.
I'm more of a male, like, I might know some, but I'm more of, like, a boy band,
Mhm.
but yeah.
I don't know if you pronounce this Kiki, but it's Kiikii.
No, haven't heard of them.
And then If I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Ifeye, If I.
No.
I'm interested as to where do they get these names from?
Yeah. They're like, "Well, what's the most unique but most confusing name that we can figure out?"
Right, right. And VBS
No, that just makes me think of Vacation Bible School.
made me think of VHS. I'm like, dating myself.
Yeah.
And then the last group that I found was I don't even know how you would pronounce it, but it's HITGS. Hit GS.
No.
Pronounce that. Like
Yeah.
it has to it's gotta be an acronym or something.
Well, for the longest time, the group that I pronounced wrong was Enhypen, but that's
Mhm.
because when you look at their logo, it's EN and a hyphen, so I was like, "Oh, Enhypen," but no, it's Enhypen, and I'm like,
Okay.
"I've been saying it wrong this whole time then."
Was too, because that's what I would have called them. And I think I was calling them hyphen.
Yeah,
Okay, hyphen.
Enhypen.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
And Hive also has a new because I talked about Cats earlier, and Cats they said Cats is really known to be not more so K-pop, but like a global girl group.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be making another one called Prelude.
Ooh.
I don't know if you heard of them.
No.
Okay. Well, I saw on social media that they were talking about this group because a young lady that's in it, her name's Emily, and I guess she was a contestant on some like show
Mhm.
or and I guess she didn't make it from the last show. So maybe she was on the show with Cats because I know Cats they had it's a competition show on Netflix I started watching, and it talks about how they became a group and
Yeah.
everything. So she might have been a part of those young ladies and didn't make in Cat's Eye. So they're making another group, I guess, with her centered around her called Prelude. So I guess we'll see what happens
We'll
with them.
see. Good luck.
Yeah, they said it was a different sound than Cat's Eye, but a new group definitely coming out.
Okay, well, we'll see.
What about this group? And I'm sure you've heard of this group because there's been a lot of controversy with this group, the All Day Project. They're on the
No.
Black label. Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
What's the
So
tea?
think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 5 members and it's like a male and female group.
Oh, okay.
And one of the young men in the group is named Tarzan, and it's a bit controversial because he has his hair braided a lot in
Oh, okay.
cornrows, and they're like he's cultural appropriating.
Mhm.
So that was a big thing, and a lot of people did not want to, like, give the group a chance because of that. And
Mhm.
then it's another person on the group. She is a chaebol granddaughter. And I'm like she's
Okay.
like a Samsung, um, the granddaughter
So
of one
people
of the
are like,
people.
"Oh, nepotism."
Right, right, and they're like, "She doesn't need to be in a K-pop group," but I'm like, just because, you may have been born with a silver spoon in your
Yeah,
mouth does not mean that your family is, like, what is his Brad Pitt, not Brad Pitt. What is his name? He was married to J-Lo. You
I
know what
know
I'm
who you're
talking about.
yeah, Brad no, I was about to say Brad Pitt. He played Batman.
Yes. What is his name? Why we can't think of it? So him. So
Yeah,
he was
him.
interviewed one time and he said he was talking about his son and he said, "I told my son I'm rich, not you." So we don't know
I love
if
that.
that's said, in these Chable families that you
Yeah,
need to make your own way. I made a way, but and afforded you the luxury of having a good life, but that does not mean that you're just going to be given this. So,
yeah, you
and
can't
maybe that's not her
coattails.
thing, right?
Yep.
Maybe
And that
Samsung's
doesn't
not her
mean you're
thing,
not talented. Like, having money and being talented aren't equal. Like,
right?
does she have advances that other people might? Sure. Again, we don't know.
Right,
There might
right,
be connections, but at the end of the day, your talent is what makes or breaks you.
right, definitely. All right, and another controversial one.
Mm.
And I'm only saying it's controversial because of their, I guess, producer, or I wouldn't even call him a mentor, but the person who's, debuting them, and it's Jay Park, and he's debuting a group called Long Shot. Have you heard of them?
No. I feel like every time I turn around, there's a new group, and I'm like it's like when you look at award shows nowadays for, like, just America Music Awards, like, who the
Mhm.
hell is that? Like,
Right,
where'd they come from? That's
right.
how I feel when I hear about new K-pop groups. I'm like, "Who? Where? When were you here?"
Yes. Well, I saw them on Jay Park's social media, and they look really young.
Mm.
15, 16 years old, young.
Can we get some
And I'm not
older groups?
yes. And I'm not sure if they're K-pop or like, K-rap or whatever, or a
Mhm.
mixture of both. So I'm not sure. But I just heard of who they were. I don't know anything about their debut and their music or anything. So I was just interested to see if you heard of them.
No. I feel like I'm just out of the loop for everything now. I've got like 7 groups that I gotta figure out. Who are you?
The last thing I wanted to talk about is any future concerts. Are you going to any, like, future concerts out here within the next couple of months or next year?
BTS is the big end game for me. I saw 2 out of my big 3. Now, I'm gonna say I saw like a quarter of BTS, not even a quarter, like a seventh of BTS because I saw Suga.
Mhm.
But I'm hungry for more, and I want the whole group. Now, I'm not gonna be me personally, I can't be greedy. I won't do the camping out. I'm happy in the nosebleeds as long as I get to see them. A seat is a seat, and I'm gonna be in it.
Right, right. I feel the same. I'm not camping
Mhm.
out either. That's no, that's not happening. I love them, but not enough to do that.
Yeah. My friends
Not
wanted
enough.
to see P1 Harmony, and I would have been fine with that, but after
Mhm.
coming down from Stray Kids and ATs back to back, I was like, "I can't." I'm so jealous of the people who can just pack up and go and do it and follow them. That's not me.
Right,
My pockets are set up a lot differently.
right. Same.
Mm, adulting.
The same, and I saw that they're on concert. They're in concert now.
Mhm.
A young lady was streaming. I'm not gonna say where 'cause I don't wanna get in trouble, but
Nope.
I saw it online, just a snippet of it, and I was like, "Okay, I didn't know they were touring at this
Mhm.
time." 17, so I'm not sure if they're touring, but is, what's his name?
Mingyu?
Mingyu and
Yeah.
S Coops, are they I mean, I know they're doing, like, a subunit right now, so are they touring?
So, I know there is tours, I don't know if it's specifically them. I know they just had some members go into the enlistment too. So
Mhm,
and I think it was Uji was one of them, but I don't usually keep up with them too much. I like their songs, like Maestro, great
mhm.
song, but I do know there is tours going around, but I don't know about subunits personally, but that could
Right.
be a possibility.
Right. And Jackson Wang is about to go on
Hmm.
tour now. I didn't go to his last tour, but I would like to see his new one.
Me too. His
Yeah.
music videos are so funny with especially, GDAB. So funny. It took me a minute to realize what was going on in that music video, but I gotta see this tour because as soon as he's like, "Are you married? Are you a mom?" I'm taking my wedding ring off. Like, "No, I'm not. He's not here, is he? I'm not. Take me, take me."
And Jackson is so kind to his fans. I
Yes.
love him. He is so kind to his
He
fans. I'm not
is.
saying that any other group or solo is not, but he's definitely kind to his fans.
And you could tell it's genuine. It's not like publicity, it's not to look good. He's genuinely a nice guy until you do something, but it's like
Right.
to the people who are chill, definitely like just a great guy.
Right. I think was it TXT? I think they're going on tour as
Yep.
well. Okay.
Because I think either they just released an album or a new album is coming.
Yeah. I like those young men.
They're
They
s
seem to be sweet.
they're funny, they're chaotic.
There's nothing wrong with
Especially
chaos.
no, especially Bumgyu. He's my favorite in the group just because
Mhm.
you don't know what he's gonna do or say.
I like them. You know what? And I'm a piggyback before I let you go about the chaos too, because I like them. Card is on tour
Mhm.
right now. I follow BM. I like
God, I
him.
do too.
Yeah, he's so sweet as well. He's very sweet to his fans. So they're on tour. I think they're on tour in Europe and Asia right now, but I'm not sure if they'll
Mhm.
come back to North America. Big Bang is supposed to go on tour next year. So, that's like the big talk.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying that GD is now putting it out there, and they're hoping that that means Top be included.
I
What do
would
you think?
love that, especially, like, now top like, in my opinion, and I know Korea is a different culture, for what they condemned him for, I'm just like, "Come on," like, it's the bare minimum, but again, we're in the US, what he
Mhm.
did is just, like, nothing to us, so and now that he's in better public favor since Squid Games,
Mhm.
I really think there is a possibility that Top could be in the Big Bang reunion, and I really hope so.
Right.
'Cause we
Yeah.
have 3 out of I'm saying 4, so we're having 3 out of 4.
Right.
That would be a great concert.
Yes. Yes. And I think people would love to see that as
Mhm,
well. So like you said. And Rain, I talked about him earlier and I just saw that he's going on tour. He's only going to do 3 cities. He's going to be in LA, New York, and Atlanta. So he's going on tour and I know he's older and it's so funny cuz I was looking at him earlier. He performed Psy has his, like, summer things and stuff, his
Mhm.
different, festival concerts.
Yeah.
Rain was performing, Rainism, and it made me think about when, BTS were young and Jungkook performed it as well, and I'm thinking to myself, "Will I be still a ARMY around 60 something and yelling and fangirling over 40-year-old Jungkook?"
I definitely will. They say that, if you have dementia or you have Alzheimer's, music is a great way to bring you back. I know I'm gonna be busting it down in a nursing home somewhere to run choreography. I'll just be like, "Gasoline, yeah, yeah."
But will they be able to do mic check, be at in their 40s? Hobie
I
probably will.
Yes, I if they won't, I will. I'm like, "Here, I'll show you how it's done."
I'll be too old to be doing that.
No, I'll take you with me.
And we talked about P1 Harmony, they're on
Mhm.
tour, and I saw, Wonho, and we kinda talked about him last time, on our last episode and on season 1, and he's in that group he was in that group, Monsta X, but it was
Mhm.
a whole controversy with him. I'm not sure what that was, you can look that up on your own.
Yeah.
And, and I do know that he willingly left the group so that he wouldn't bring the members down, and they still love him.
That's
I think,
commendable.
yeah, that's still their brother, and they're going on tour. They're actually gonna be at the Jingle Ball, I saw, and I didn't realize the Jingle Ball was like a whole concert. So Monsta X is going to be not with Wonho, but
Mhm.
they're gonna be at the Jingle Ball for like a few dates, and
Wow.
Jackson Wayne will be at a couple of dates too. He will be in LA is one of them, and I can't remember the other.
Mm,
Monsta X will be, I think, at Philadelphia in New York. So I guess they're doing the East Coast side and he's on
okay.
the West Coast. So yeah. And then the last group that I saw and heard that they were going on tour was Twice.
Yep.
So
And I'm
I
sure with all
like,
the publicity from the movie that it was, like, a great time to be like, "Yeah, we're going on tour."
yes. And I like, what's her name? Santa. Is it Santa? She has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched her episode with Hobie. Did you see that?
Yeah.
She
I
had
saw,
him
like, a little bit of it.
blushing.
Yep. It's so
Yes.
funny.
Really quickly, because I don't wanna hold you up,
No, you're
because I know it's Sunday and, everybody wants a Sunday evening, you wanna relax before you have to go to work.
mhm.
I saw that because I always watch BTS on Weverse and, they're chaotic too. We love their
Yeah.
chaos though. And they were saying that they were so grateful that Weverse finally got it where they could, like, have more than one member at a time on a live.
Mhm.
And B was saying that he wanted TXT on there. He wanted to be able to talk to across groups and things. So he was like putting it out there for Weverse to do that. And someone said that they heard that Weverse had made that possible. So maybe we will see some chaos with
Mm,
BTS and TXT. Could you imagine
that I would I would
that chaos?
absolutely love that.
Yes. So, but I just want to thank you for being on the show. I hope you
Yeah,
had fun
I
and we got to
did.
talk about, all things K-pop. Well, no, we didn't talk about all things because there's some other things we could talk about,
McDonald's.
but yes. I just want to say too, going back to a little bit of controversy, but we're not going to go too far into it because I don't want to talk about anyone, at all in a negative light. But Blackpink's concert, did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so people were, like, really complaining about the fact that the ladies weren't really putting forth
I
a
did hear
performance.
that. I did hear that, okay. I thought something
Yeah,
else. No, I did hear that.
yeah. So, I don't know, but I still
Mm,
like them.
yeah.
Yeah, I still like Blackpink though, but I don't know. I think if it was me, I think I would've been a little upset. But
Mhm.
you know what? I think too, will I be upset if BTS doesn't really, like, perform like how they did back in the day at this new concert? Probably not. I
No,
just wanna
because 'cause I'm
see
still
them.
seeing them.
Right. So, that probably is what most Blinks thought as well.
Yep.
So, but again, I just wanna thank you for taking your time today to join me on the show and talk about all things K-pop, and I hope that you enjoyed being on the show, and can you tell my audience how they can find you on social media?
Yeah. So you can follow me on YouTube if you want to learn anything Korean related. I haven't posted in a minute. I've taken a hiatus because it was a lot that I was putting out. So my YouTube is at Korean Diva, spelled DVA, and Instagram is Diva. Well, it's actually the same thing as my YouTube. Well, let me give you my personal, but it's at Korean Diva as well.
Okay. And definitely check her out so you can learn Korean.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. So you can understand what these artists are saying in their songs and things. So definitely check her out. I know I subscribe, so when you put out a new one, I'll definitely be watching so I
Thank
can
you.
continue my learning. I don't remember how to say you're welcome. Nah. All right. So please share in the comments any K-pop concerts that you have attended, any groups that you like, and we would love to read and hear about that, or any concerts that you plan to go to in the future. So I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of You Grow Girl Season 2, Episode 2. So thank you again, Megan, for joining me.
You're welcome.
And I am your host, Stacey C. And please do not forget to subscribe, share, and like and comment. And I hope that you make time to grow.